Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. We're here for the end of season review for Manchester United. FA Cup winners, let me just say. And I'm here with my boy M Flows, Kofi B.
What's going on, people? As you can see, got a little something for you here.
Replicate anyway. Can't chat to me anyway because at least you still won a trophy.
What was the Carabao Cup? I think we won that last season.
What position did you guys finish?
I think we won that last season though.
We started already.
What? Sorry, are you guys in this? Are we at the same level, bro?
Don't worry, man. You'll get yours soon. But yeah, man, we're here for the end of season review. So tell me what you thought, Kofi.
It's hard to say it in one sentence, but it's been a very hard season for us. As you know, everyone knows, we came 8th. For Man United, 8th is not acceptable, but at the same time, we've seen a few young players come through, mainly Garnacho, they've been good, Ahmad. But at the same time, bro, over the season, I've just been inconsistent. And I'd say it's been terrible, but at the same time, this bad boy came home. So
It's not bad, is it?
It's bad, but at the end, we got a little happy ending. No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No diddy, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I think so. Let's take it back to the start of the season. Obviously, it didn't start off in the best way. Nana coming out in that Wolves game and smashing straight into their player, and obviously they didn't get a pen.
Crazy, man.
We won the game just about.
And that was such a controversial decision as well.
I know.
Ref should have definitely pulled that back.
I can't lie. That's a penalty all day, man. I'll be honest with you. When I saw it, I said, yeah, it's done. And
Yeah.
we got pumped that game as well, by the way. We got the whole game, it was second best, but take the win, man.
Yeah, you take it. Obviously, first game, you know, obviously you're playing Wolves. They're not an easy team. They always give it. I think for the last maybe 3-4 seasons, Wolves have given us a tough game every single time. And yeah, it's just I think we need to get that first game out of the way because you always get those first game kind of like goosebumps and
Cobwebs,
trying to dust yourself off and get ready to go.
First game as well, like any team, they're turning up and it's like a banana skin in it. You don't know who's going to turn up on fire because some teams are just terrible pre-season. They come in, you know what I mean? So, I mean, regardless of the discrepancies, of course, a win for me.
I'll take it though, obviously, and Anana cleaned him out nice. So it's quite funny to see, to be fair, from him. And obviously, then you think, oh, should we have kept De Gea on the first game of the season?
How do you feel like he's done in his first season at United?
He's definitely improved. And I think, obviously for every single football player, it's the same thing. You need a bit of confidence when you're playing, obviously, football. You need confidence. If you ain't got it, you play crap. If you have got it, you play well.
I hear you. You say he's improved though, but at the same time, like, he's been making mistakes for the whole season. So it's like,
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
He's good on the ball, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, the FA Cup final, man, like, we was playing sailing, everything was calm, then let's that goal in. Now
he's got mistakes in him. I think he's definitely got mistakes in him, but it's one of them. Would De Gea be able to play out from the back the way Anana does?
Yeah.
Like, like in those games when, obviously for the first 15-20 minutes of the FA Cup final, where Anana's getting pressed. If De Gea is getting pressed like that, is he losing the ball and conceding a goal? And then we're 3-4-0 down.
Yeah, I hear you. What do you think?
But do you think that Onana's been necessarily an upgrade on De Gea? Like, first and foremost, what do you think the goalkeeper should be doing? Is it more to be,
depends how you want to play.
Playing with the ball at your feet, or do you want someone who's more of a shot stopper?
Depends how you play though, doesn't it? Because obviously De Gea, we know he's a better shot stopper, 100%.
Because you guys essentially sacrifice someone who's gonna save you points in a season for someone that's gonna play the ball out to your fullback.
But let's not forget though, De Gea made a lot of mistakes too. Let's not forget that.
First season as well.
In his first few seasons, De Gea definitely did, but I don't think that Onana's been worth what you guys have paid for him, given his performances this season.
I can agree with that. I think he's a lot to blame for our downfall this season, especially Champions League. We will be in the Champions League at least past the group stage for him, because a lot of times he just put the ball in his own net. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But first season we'll let him off. Next season I'm to see better though.
Obviously, going through the season, obviously we played Wolves. We won that game. Fast forward a couple of games. I think it was our fourth game in against Arsenal. What did you think of that game? And do you think that maybe that could have been a different like it could have been a different season for us if we won that game?
That was a turning point of our season. I promise you. Like, that day, if we won that game,
That early?
trust me, bro. That's when everyone was just deflated because the offside goal from Garnacho, which was just
I thought he won
offside.
that. I thought we won that game.
Yeah, Hoyland's first debut as well came and played good, and then we didn't win. Like it just ruined it for us, man. That's when we just started going down.
Do you think he was offside?
Obviously, I'm gonna say no, but
bearing in mind I'm a Liverpool fan as well. So
yeah, bear that in mind. Bear that in mind.
You know what I mean? But nah, obviously, all bias aside, I do think it was offside. You know, and
Good defending from Gabriel.
as a neutral, watching that game, it was an exciting game. But you have to say that Arsenal just about deserved that win. They turned up. They were willing to put in that extra graft, which I didn't really see United put in that game. It was more like, and I feel like this is how your season's been. It's more been like individual performances.
Yeah, 100%. We haven't had the squad or the team to do it. And then you see like players obviously now towards the end of the season, how many of them come back for their FA Cup final? Do you think to yourself, are they actually injured? Or?
That was weird though. Everyone was fit. Everybody.
Yeah.
Martinez,
every single
Mount.
Marshall.
Only Lucas Shaw was not available. The only person, but he's always injured, so don't mind him. You get me? But everyone was ready. It's a bit sus, but who cares? We got this because I don't even give a damn, to be honest.
Yeah.
You wanna hold it for a bit?
Nah, we're good.
You know what? That trophy has kept Ten Hag in his job for the moment. Otherwise, that's paper in the cracks, man. Let's be honest.
It probably is.
United had a terrible season. You know, to finish 8th, like we're talking like Liverpool, like pre Brendan Rodgers era. You know?
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. We're still better than that.
We were finishing 7th, 8th, etc. That's where you guys are at right now. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Having said that, from last season, I would have expected yourselves to build on last season because, to be fair, you guys did
too many injuries, and I think like obviously we go back to the games that we played when you play in the Champions League, and then you play Galatasaray, you play obviously we had Bayern Munich. It's a tough game, everybody knows that, but you've got to win your home games in the Champions League. Everybody knows you got to win your home games. You win them games, you got a good chance of going through. And obviously, we had Copenhagen and Galatasaray in there. We should have been smashing them easy.
We did. Yeah, we had an easy game.
You guys had such an easy ride. I was so surprised that you guys went out that early.
Yeah.
And that's the way our season's been all season.
Alvaro was on honor, man. I'm sorry. I like him, but he was having an absolute mess.
Yeah, it was terrible goalkeeping from him. Yeah. But then obviously he goes and redeems himself on the other side and he saves that penalty against Copenhagen. And then you think, oh, okay, we're back in it. And then you go away and then you give away the lead again and you lose 4-3. And it's literally been our story all season. We've conceded goals after goals after goals. Mm-hmm. And, I think it was a little bit difficult to kind of, take it that, oh, we're out of the Champions League when we should have been going through.
Yeah. It is what it is, though.
Should have, or you expected to go through because there's.
We should have been going through both 2 of those games. We were in the lead. We had the lead. We should have been going through.
So I don't think that you guys performed well enough to warrant it to go through, really and truly.
Yeah.
Because there was just so much inconsistency. Yeah, you're leading the game, etc. But then obviously the whole point is as well to see the game out and.
Yeah, it's been a problem for us.
Absolute shambles at the start of the season.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't deserve to go through, I'll be honest. It was just bad, man. Now we're not in, we in Europa League?
Europa League, yeah. See, I didn't even want that. And obviously when we had Man City in the final, I thought, oh, we probably will get smashed because, even Jamie Carragher said it is like, oh, nobody's going there to expect to win against Man City. And nobody was expecting us to win because obviously they just won the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pull up the messages that I sent to you, mate. I even phoned Junior. I said, yo, have you seen the pictures of Haaland, Greenish, and them man getting absolutely plastered?
Yeah.
He was like, it's me, we're gonna get slapped. We're gonna get slapped. And I was like, you man are gonna win 2-0, you know.
You know, honestly, the only way I could see us winning that game is if we played Ollie ball. Like if we or any other, which is what we did basically.
Yeah.
But and obviously, you know, Ollie beat Pep how many times? So you've got to play that kind of way against them, because if you play any other way, you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah.
So it was crazy game, and I think, you know, going through the season, you obviously from October till December, our season was basically over. We were 10th, I think, by the end of December. And, you know, like, you just think to yourself, you're like, oh my God, what do we do now? And then come December, that's when you normally think to yourself, oh, are you in a title race or what, top 4 or whatever you're trying for that's in that season? And it just wasn't happening for us at all.
It's just mad because I swear to you, the season before last season, when we came third, I was thinking, yeah, we're building something here. Now we get some signings in and we go next season again. So I thought we're gonna finish second. But bro, when it got to like October, you knew something was wrong. Especially after the game, innit? So
what do you think was wrong? Like from your perspective?
Bro, it's like every team gave us a tough game. Like our midfield is so easy to run through. It doesn't make sense. Like there's no structure there, and there's no style to play either. How can Wolves, Cunha, ran through our defense, our home midfield for like 3 times, bro? One player.
Yeah.
This is not normal. So I just think, like, what's going on?
Is he on a hat trick?
When?
Cunha, was he on it? No, was it?
No, this is the first game of the season. Remember?
Yeah.
Mount was there. I think it was Casemiro and someone else. He ran through all of them like they weren't there, bro. So it's like, where's the structure in the team? It's just weird, man. I don't understand what's going on in training. And because last season it was hard to beat, always robust. And then the first game of the season, you're like a donut, a hole in the middle. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. Yeah. So it's just weird, man.
I think Casemiro obviously has been off it as well. You know, like this season, obviously after last season, you think, oh, okay, because we know it takes him a couple of games to get up to speed. But it just seems like the whole season, that's all he's been doing. He's been getting up to speed.
Yeah. And let's be honest as well, there was some notable losses in that first half of the season. I mean, just looking at it, you guys lost to Brighton. You lost.
I was there.
You beat Palace in the Carabao Cup. Then you lost.
You lost 1-0 to him the game after.
I was there as well.
It's terrible though. Like this, is what I mean.
The EFL game against Newcastle, and Newcastle. Listen, you talked about injuries. Yeah, I don't think any team at that given point, had that many injuries.
Yeah, they were
except Newcastle.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
Newcastle absolutely battered you.
Obviously, do you know when I
They battered you.
No, do you know that game though?
Fish.
I'll see. Do you know that game though? I was thinking.
Was like, all it needed was one more, and it's like curry sauce as well, bro.
Nah, obviously after that game, you think to yourself, you know, we're the holders at that time for that trophy. We shouldn't be going out in the first round. But you know, for me, I was thinking, we're 10th. Do I really want those extra games? And then I was like, wasn't too fussed about it. But then obviously the season carries on like that.
Yeah.
And you get more injuries and more players coming back. Like, you know what I mean? They come back, they come in for one game, they get injured again.
Facts.
And yeah, it's just...
There's something wrong with our medical team. I don't know who's in charge. But you might need to be fired.
I know who's in charge. I got that guy from Arsenal. I was saying it in season, yeah. This, I swear.
It has to be, bro. They come back and they get injured the next game. How is that possible?
Bro, let's be real though, yeah. Let's be real though, yeah. Every team had injuries.
No, not like us though.
Nah,
bro, not like us, man. Trust
me. We've had the most
crazy,
injuries,
bro. That was crazy.
You want me to pull up Liverpool's injury record?
No.
It was mad, bro.
We ain't here to talk about no Southcombe, but I'm only joking. But yeah, man, it's just, you know, when you get that many injuries, you just gotta either find a way through it, which he tried to do by putting Casemiro in defence towards the end of the season. That clearly wasn't the answer. I would have done it the other way around.
I'm not gonna lie though, yeah. The injuries, we haven't had injuries, but at the same time, he's right, bro. Everyone's had injuries. So
Yeah, but going back to the player, the person, the whip. Do you know? For me though, is the most mind-boggling decision. Yeah, and apparently we're after another guy from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Is we've got one guy from Arsenal, and we've had our worst season ever in injuries, and he's just been brought into Manchester United. Yeah, and then now we're after another guy, their physiotherapist, and he's apparently coming in, and it doesn't make sense to me. He's like, who's making this decision to bring the Arsenal medical department in when they had injuries last season?
Arteta, man, he'll probably do that. Ratings work as well at Arsenal, but yeah, man, I think in terms of like to say that it's all down to injuries, man. Like, yeah, I get obviously certain players haven't been available as much as I would have liked to have been in your season, but regardless, like that's why you should have a big squad in the first place. And
no, we definitely should have had some, better players coming back, and the performances should have been lifting. But even still, the players that are there and are available should be good enough. Obviously, I know we had quite a few young players playing as well. Obviously, Kobe Manu. Yeah.
Oh, Manu. Let's give Manu a clap. Manu this season.
Kobe Manu.
Even
thank you.
Like, obviously, Kobe Manu, he had an outstanding game. Forget outstanding game. Sorry, outstanding season. Really.
What was your favorite game of the season then?
For me,
yeah,
favorite game of the season.
I know what mine was. Obviously, bar the FA Cup.
Hang on. Don't put seeds into his head. Let's just ask you.
No, but I'd say bar the FA Cup this season.
I would have said the FA Cup game at Liverpool, but if it's not that, maybe the Wolves game when Manu scored last.
Oh yeah, that was a sick
what
game.
other games have we had that's been good though?
That's what I mean. There's not a lot to pick from.
It's probably that one, man. I'll be honest. Oh, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa game. Yeah, the Aston Villa game. Honestly, when I was in that crowd and we scored a couple of goals, I was screaming at them Villa players. They were right in front of me, and I was like, "Oh, you're finished." I was pulling out Undertaker moves and everything.
Remember Douglas Luiz, what he done? That thing.
Yeah.
Man, look at you. You got Champions League. But that got me mad though.
Yeah. Honestly, I was pulling out Undertaker moves and everything. I was like, "Are you finished?" I was like, "This is over for you boys." But honestly, bro, you could see, and when I was doing it, you could see the heads drop, like you could see it because it's like the crowd gets up for it as well, and we ain't had enough of it.
Chelsea game was good, but we didn't win. But that was a good game.
Chelsea game was a good game. Cole Palmer deserves an honourable mention.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's been pretty good this season, obviously.
Yeah, he's been good.
Competing. But you know what? We were in the same position that Chelsea are in, and they've got way more players than us. And obviously now we know Poch is leaving. Well, left.
Yeah.
And you just think now, like,
and you guys
what's going on
with him as well? You guys have been linked Poch as well, man.
That would be stupid if you get him, man. What's the point?
Really?
No, I wouldn't take Poch.
Poch is finished, man. When PSG couldn't even, he won a league, but just about like first season he didn't win a league. Like PSG, you got Mbappe, Neymar. He had Messi. Come on, man. What's he gonna do over here? On, bro.
Don't you think though? Like, obviously PSG is a lot different to United, and at United I don't really feel like there's big egos in that team, like big star players, really. Whereas obviously PSG, you've got Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, you've got to manage all those, and then you've got like Hakimi, etc. as well. There's a lot of big personalities over there. And to be honest as well, like PSG have had their own sort of issues going on season from season, so I don't really think it was Poch's fault per se, but I do think that in this team, he would probably make a bit of a difference.
It probably would be good, but at the same time, like we're building something with Ten Hag. There's no point bringing someone like Poch who's not that much better than Ten Hag. If I want to get someone in, make them be elite, not Poch.
Do you think he's obviously after last season we won a trophy, Carabao Cup, got top 4, went to Champions League in his first season. Obviously we got to the FA Cup final and we obviously lost to City. Now a season on, we've beat City in the FA Cup final. Do you think Erik Ten Hag deserves another season, or do you think that we've gone backwards under him?
I'll be honest, we're Man United fans and we're over 25.
Yeah.
We've seen...
No, you lot are United. This ain't we collective, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we support the biggest club in England.
Yeah.
Hang on, whoa. Let's rewind. We go on Liverpool right now. We take the most successful British club. Liverpool comes up, not United.
We've won the same amount of trophies than you in the last 11 years.
Last 11 years, bro. It's
Same thing, though, then, isn't it?
The most successful club right now in England is Liverpool.
But you're not bigger than us, though. You're not bigger than us.
From a worldwide basis, of course, United is a much bigger team.
Yeah, you know that. Make sure you always remember that.
All right, but generally speaking, of course, you've got bigger fan base worldwide. You've got bigger stadium, generate more revenue, more commercials. So of course, you're the bigger team in that.
Fair enough. That's what I meant. Thank you for confirming my belief. Thank you. Yeah. He's not biased. I give it to you. He's not a biased guy, so fair enough. A lot of Liverpool fans are biased. I'm not saying, when you finish 8th for United, you can't expect him to carry on next season. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I will probably keep him, fair enough, so we can build what we're building. But when you finish 8th, if he gets sacked, I hold my hands up and say, I understand why. Because we have to have
do you not think that he's redeemed himself winning the FA Cup now, though?
Not really. We can't ignore the whole
We've
season.
got Europa League. 2 chances at champs next
You
season.
can't ignore the whole season for one game, man.
Do you not think that's paper in the cracks? Or
It is. That's exactly
No,
what it is.
but honestly,
because if he hadn't won that FA Cup,
yeah, he's gone.
okay. So
Yeah.
I just got a little couple of stats here. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna go over our strongest 11 that we played this season and who's played the most this season. So I'm gonna go through. So obviously in goal, Onana, he's played almost 100% of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Then in defense, we got Johnny Evans, played 33% of the games. He's on loan, coming on loan.
Crazy.
Obviously, he's probably been one of our best defenders this season.
man's
I know. And then we got Harry Maguire. He's played 33% of the games again.
Okay.
Then we got Luke Shaw. He's played 27% of the games.
Jeez.
And then we got Dalot, who's played 61% of the games. And then we got Ericsson, who's played 27%. Mainu's played 39%. Bruno's played 79%, so pretty much nearly all the games.
Mm-hmm.
Garnacho, 52%. And then Anthony's played 42%. And Hoyland's played 73%. Out of that starting 11, you tell me which of those players should stay here and be in that starting 11. And 2, is Eric Ten Hag starting 11?
Who should stay?
So we got Onana, Evans, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Dalot, Ericsson, Mainu, Bruno, Garnacho, Anthony, and Hoyland.
I keep Hoyland, Garnacho, Mainu, Dalot, Shaw.
You'd keep Shaw.
Yeah.
Not played a game, pretty much. Not, but he's played a couple of games this season.
I keep him, but he won't. Just get another left back so he can rotate. Because Shaw's good, man. He's good.
A lot of
you would rotate with Shaw. Bro, that guy is like Casper. What about Casper's Michael as well, man? That guy is a ghost, bro. Undeniably, he's a great left back. Even for England as well, he's a great left back. I'm not going to deny that. But to rely on Luke Shaw at left back,
I say
play more.
I say buy a first choice left back and then keep Shaw there just in case. You know what I mean? 2 good left backs.
He would even settle for that.
Okay.
He has to, man.
Obviously, Johnny Evans, we know is gone.
Yeah, he was good though.
I'd even sign him for another year as a backup.
Maybe not, man.
A backup. He's not got a contract.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on,
No,
man.
I just feel like you need them characters around the dressing room sometimes. Do you know what I mean? And there's no other player that knows.
Give him a coaching role.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know about playing again, man.
But
thank you for your service.
I'll take him over Maguire.
Yeah.
So
Evans is a good player.
So I'll take him over Maguire. Luke Shaw, obviously.
Really? Would you take Evans over Maguire?
Yeah.
Given, of course, Maguire has had...
Obviously, I don't think either of them are blessed with pace. But I think with Evans, he probably makes a little bit less mistakes than what Maguire would make.
Yeah, but Evans is even slower than Maguire, which
is like the most consistent partnership, though?
It was Varane and Martinez. And obviously, Varane's leaving. I would have given him, obviously, I know the wages is a big thing, but then you should have really agreed a lower wage for him. If you wanted 140k less, I think he's on like nearly 400 grand.
Is he?
Yeah, he's on like.
Oh, yo,
Yeah, yeah,
bro,
That's
yo,
crazy.
you know what I mean?
He went
So-
to the Glazers and went like this. Listen, guys, pay me what I want.
Facts.
Otherwise, pull the pants down.
No, but obviously, I still would have given him. Probably, obviously, I know a lot of fans probably wouldn't agree because of the wages. But having a player like that, and we've seen it in the FA Cup final, he's class. He's class.
He is
Obviously,
very
I know he doesn't play many games,
Yeah,
but he's class.
I know, but I
Obviously,
need to put that from Malawi, man. He's always injured, man. Let's get him out, man.
so he's going. Obviously, and then Ericsson will probably get rid of him as well. He ain't played many games this season.
Time to go, man.
He's been rubbish. He's good last season.
Yeah.
Him and Bruno connected. I don't know why we didn't see more of that this season. In those games where we were looking for a win. I don't know. Maybe obviously his legs maybe probably gone. I probably would have kept Ericsson based off last season, but this season has been rubbish.
Yeah.
Bruno obviously Mainu would keep. Garnacho would keep. What do you think about Anthony?
Get him gone.
Get him gone.
I think he's the worst signing ever made.
Do you know what though?
He's so bad.
He's a bad signing. We all know he's a bad signing. He's young, but do you know what I will say? He does. His ball retention's good. Like he keeps the
So
ball.
is mine. Can I have my time? Come on, man. We have to have hands down, bro.
But like I get it. But like I think he does bring a bit of fight to the team. Do you know what I mean? More than any other players do.
I give you, but come on, man. This is Man United. You need
Okay,
more than
so you
fight.
get rid after spending that amount of money on it.
Yeah, man. Ahmad is better than him by far.
Okay, but do you think we'd get any money for him though?
Maybe like 35, 40.
That's a big loss, man, for somebody.
Oh my god.
I swear you guys paid like 8
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 90. Yeah.
Bro, yo.
Pull our pants down, man. Ajax. Well done, Ajax, man. Good done.
So who's been? Do you know what?
Well done, man.
It's just us though. It's just United tax. That's what we get.
Yeah.
Um.
It's got to change, though, man.
Yeah, 100%. So obviously we've gone with who you'd get rid of. Who was your flop of the season?
Man United flop of the season. It has to be Rashford, man.
Rashford.
30 goals last season. This season, maybe 5.
Yeah. Rashford's been worse than some of the players in your squad.
With my Rashford, yeah. The reason why I say Rashford is because sometimes it's like he's not even trying. At least Anthony, you can see he wants it. Like he's bad, but he's trying. Rashford is a good player, but he just comes on strolling about. And I'm not saying he's not trying, but it doesn't look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to play for Man United, at least show that you're hungry, you're trying. Like when you're a bad player and you're having a bad time, you have to at least try to do other things, like try to get passes off. Try to look busy. You don't even look busy, bro.
100%.
You know what I mean? Very
Yeah,
rash,
do
man.
you think that's part of like the culture at United, or do you think that's the tactics? Do you think that comes
I
from
think
the management?
I think it's him, man. I think because the management can only do so much, bro. You have to go in there and try your best. Sometimes it looks like he's not trying. You know what I mean? So I can't say it's on Ten Hag, because if you're playing, bro, at least show us that you want to be there. Like you see people in the media saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to be there," but I don't blame them because look what you're showing us. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, that's
That's
him.
a two-way street though, because obviously, like there was in previous seasons and even this season, there was loads of news coming out saying that there's no squad harmony.
Mm.
Players are like unhappy with the way things are being done.
So on top of that, do you
think that's part of that? Or do you think it's like, do you even think it's fair to say that it's all on Marcus Rashford, and that he's been the biggest flop? Because he's almost like United poster boy.
Mm.
Obviously,
I think based on the standards of last season, it's been a flop.
Yeah.
I
And
would say he's had a really terrible season, but I don't think.
but
he's
my
the best player.
Who do you think then?
my flop.
See, I would have said like Anthony, man. I would have said
Okay.
Anthony. Just from the games that I've seen, like
He's pulled us through in a few games all this season as well.
say that again.
He's pulled us through in a few games. This
Which
season.
ones?
In the
Chelsea?
Liverpool
Exactly
game.
what I was just about.
Who does
The Liverpool game. A little bit, innit? He's
No
still
way.
contributed.
I
Obviously, the Liverpool game,
He didn't pull us through. He just scored a goal.
yeah, but then we wouldn't be.
Good goal. I'll give
Yeah.
it to you, but let's not say pulled us.
Okay, no, but I would say, pulled us through is probably a bit of an over exaggeration.
Bro,
But
that's
I
Not a bit.
no, but I think,
That's
I think, in a season where everybody's been shit, it's easy to jump on Anthony because we know he's shit. And no, but we know he's shit. We know he's shit. We know he's not going to be producing the season that Rashford produced last season. We know he's not going to be doing that. But if a guy is putting in effort and he's making in runs and he's making it defensively as well, then, you know, when everybody else is playing shit as well, it's easy to jump on Anthony. I get that. But for me, my flop of the season has been either out of Mount and Casemiro.
No, not Mount.
Come on,
Not
bro.
Mount. He's been injured, man.
Nah, I don't care. I don't
That's
care.
not fair, man.
I don't care.
That's
It's a
not-
flop then, innit?
That's not fair,
If
man.
that's the case,
No,
I
no.
say Luke Shaw's been you well.
Nah. Do you know why I say it
Bro,
though?
he's turned up to the after party and been like, yeah, safe, I helped Luke.
No, you gotta understand. You gotta understand why I'm saying it though.
You know that guy that turns up right at the end, yeah.
I show speed.
Huh?
I show speed.
The guy that turns up right at the end to just get all their claim, bro. That's Luke Shaw.
Trust me, man.
No, I get it. I like, but the reason I say that it's been Mount is because he signed for us. He got the number 7 shirt.
Not his
And-
fault.
No, but he got the number. He wanted that shirt. Trust me.
How's
He
it
wanted.
work?
He
You got his
wanted
number.
that
You got his
shirt.
number.
Trust me.
Nah.
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday.
Let's make
Okay.
some IG.
But-
Yo,
Mace.
stop running
Okay.
that.
So you look at it when some players have been offered the 7 shirt before, they've said no.
Yeah,
They've
but
said
he
no.
backs himself in it. I respect it.
Yeah, but but the reason I say it is because he signed for us.
Okay.
And
Not his fault.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
What's the next one?
It is his choice, not it?
Okay, what's the next
He signed for
one?
us. You know, because
Man,
you know when you
man chose
no, but
you man over us, man. You
No,
know?
but
We're
you know
giving
when
him
you
250k a week.
no,
Of
but
course
you
it
know
is.
when you sign someone, when you bring a player in, you bring him in to start games and to play.
Yeah, but bro, he's been injured, man. That's not
Yeah,
his
no,
fault.
I get it, but
You're being
I
too
think
harsh,
I-
man.
Run of games, man, to get form.
If he had bad games and it was shit, I'll be like, fair enough. But
Yeah, but then why? But then he's gonna get to. Obviously, last season in Chelsea, it was happening to him. He's getting injured. I get it, but you know, sometimes you got to play with a niggle. You got to play. You got to play through. Sometimes you got to, you know. Obviously, is your injury really that bad that you know you can't play one game?
Do you not think though that you could use that same argument for most of the players? Because obviously, going back to
Yeah, but as a new signing, when you spend that much money, you come in to be the new number 7. You should at least play at least 15 games in the season.
okay, but what I'm saying is that do you think that that's how can I put it? Yeah, so we spoke about earlier, like saying that for the last game of the season, yeah, for the FA Cup final, everybody was fit.
But okay, so you look at last season when we signed Anthony, everybody's like, he's a flop. The geezer was playing though, innit?
yeah, but he was playing badly though.
Yeah, but
exactly.
okay, but then would you rather have Mount there, who's meant to be paid his job to do what he's going to do, play the game, and then save him from going off injured after
But
5
bro,
minutes?
come on, man. It's not his fault though. I'm sure he doesn't want to be injured, bro. That's not fair.
Unpopular decision.
That's a hot.
It's a flop signing. Like, I'm not okay. Maybe not a flop of the season. A flop signing.
He's
then
a
I'd
flop
say
signing, but it's not his fault though.
Yeah.
he could do
Nah,
better.
can't blame him. You can't blame him,
Come
man.
on, come on.
That's not
Amrabat's been a worse signing than Amrabat was linked with us as well, and I was like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, from his World Cup performances,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, safe, I'll take him, you get me, but I'm not gonna lie,
Nah, he's coming into form towards the end.
Seen him put in.
He's coming into form towards the end of the season.
Yeah, last 3 games was good.
So who's you're saying your flop of the season is Rashford, yeah?
Yeah, man.
What about you, Anthony?
And you,
Okay.
Mount. That's crazy.
I'll go with that.
That's LT, man. LT, man.
Bro,
That's not fair at all.
nah.
Yeah, but you gotta think like Rooney was saying at the end of the season. Some of them players can play. You've got to play with some niggles. Not every game you're gonna play where you're not injured in it.
Even Martinez wanted to play against Arsenal, but Ten Hag didn't allow him. He won't allow you to play with niggle, bro. You know what I mean? You have to put things into perspective, bro.
Okay, so then Casemiro then. What about him?
Yeah,
Would you say
that's
he's a flop?
fair. That's fair.
Casemiro.
I can hear that. He's been shocking, man. From day 1 to day
But
38.
you know when he was in defense though, honest, I swear to God, that is the
Yeah.
worst. It's the worst.
I can understand.
Bro, Ragnar Klavan for us, man, is better than Casemiro for you, man, bro.
He just
And you know what? Yeah, the thing is, yes, let's get it straight. Yeah, Casemiro's had an amazing career in it. It's not that he's a terrible player, yeah, but in United colours, no,
yeah, 1-2 trophies though.
still, man.
But yeah, so okay, so obviously we've talked about the season. We've talked. Okay, so who is your most improved or the best player of the season? We're gonna split it out because obviously we know who the obvious mentions are. We're gonna split it out senior and young.
Okay, so best player of the season.
Yeah.
Senior, it had to be Bruno.
Okay. Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, man. I think he's just so good, man. I
Consistent.
know what you guys think, like rival fans, but for me, he's too disrespected by our fan base, bro. Like the guy puts in. This is what you call effort. Forget Anthony, what he does, runs about. Bruno, that's what you call pulls us
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
When he's not there, look at the Palace game. He wasn't there.
Do you feel for him when he has those games where he throws his hands up?
I feel for him, man, because bro, he cares, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He cares about the club, and you can see it. So I love Bruno. I give it to Bruno. Obviously, for the young players, they have to be mainly. For
Okay,
me,
yeah.
the guy's just bro. The guy saved us so much money. Do you know? Like I thought, obviously, him and the youth cup team.
Yeah.
I was tweeting before that he should play over Fred when we had Fred last season. I
Oh,
said,
yeah.
bring Mainu in, but he didn't play. Fair enough. Now he's come in. He's even improved from back then. He's gone better. I don't know how it's possible because he's gone bigger now.
Yeah, he just keeps his head. Do you know what I mean? He could let it get. Obviously, we've seen it in the past. We've seen it with Rashford when he came through. It's the exact same sort of thing. Like he was doing bits.
Yeah.
And you know, as they get older and they move on, some of them do lose the head. Like you got Sancho, you got Lingard, you got Pogba. Even you know, when they get big and they win their trophies, they lose their head.
Yeah.
This guy,
you can put Sancho in that.
no, but I mean in terms of talent, and you know, because Sancho is a baller.
Sancho's went to Borussia Dortmund. He's playing in the Champions League final tonight. Do you get what I mean? You can't. There's levels to this, man.
No, but
you got Lingard and Sancho.
No, but I mean in terms of losing the head, innit? In terms of losing the head, like, you know, like where they go off and, you know, and you see it a little bit with Rashford this season where he goes out and he's wearing his chains and like, I don't
Let him live, man. He's rich. He's rich. If you're rich, you do the same thing. When I was rich, he got bread.
No, I get it, because it's a lifestyle. You want to, obviously that's fine. No, I'm not saying he can't buy his chains. And
What about your chain now?
No, but I'm not saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't do any of that. But you know, as fans,
sure, like, yo,
but as fans,
Okay,
but as fans, do you want to see a guy putting in effort in the gym training sessions? Would you rather see clips of him training and trying to get his season right, or would you rather see that he's out at a DBE concert backstage with them, man?
The thing
you know,
is,
getting drunk or
the thing is, bro, I hear you, yeah, but he's only human, man. We love,
I
we all love trip, we all love money, we all love going out, bro. If I had 250k a week, I'll be doing the same damn thing.
I get it.
So I can't say nothing.
I get it.
You get me?
But you know, when you see it, do you know when you see it though, as a fan? Obviously, you know, some fans take it too far to be racist and all those kind of things, yeah. And you know, we don't condone that. It's not worth it. You know what is the point? This guy, because he's like said it's a human.
But put it this way, yeah, bro. Football's a long career, innit? He started from when he was what? 18, 19,
yeah.
13.
Yeah.
And he's rich. Imagine you were rich from 18 to 30.
But that's what I mean. I feel like...
deep it. Imagine you're rich from 18 to 35 there. You can't even put one bottle.
No. Don't get me wrong.
30, bro.
You know what? No, you know what? If he's throwing a party, if he's trying
to pop that grey goose.
okay, so like you look at it when he went away to Scotland. Oh,
yeah, that's fucked up. He went to Brussels or Belgium or something like that.
I think was it Dublin or
I don't know where it was, but
he went on a bender. And
that's like that. Like, obviously, I'm not saying like a DBE concert, I'll be going, you know that? I don't care like that. But what I'm trying to say is, if you're having a rubbish season, yeah, just go do it. Nobody needs to see the pictures of it. Go do it. Go enjoying it. No, but go enjoying it. You know.
I do hear you though. Like, I've seen something with like Meek's Manny, like in his car, just like.
Yeah.
But I would say, bro, don't release that, man.
I like that, you know what I mean? It's just chill, bro.
Yeah, I hear you.
Go see these people, go do your thing, do whatever you want to do. Because obviously, you know, the fans, they pay money to come see you. And if they can tell that you're pissed, like those City players were in that final, imagine how angry you'd be, like, especially if it was for a final or a big game. And obviously, I know the season's been shit for everyone. So I'm not going in just on Rashford, but I think going back to Colby Mainu, I hope he keeps his head. And like you said, you know, when you're being rich from that young to a later age, you know, there's going to be times where you go out on a bender and you do things. That's fair enough. But I would love it for you to keep your head.
Do you think Rashford needs a new challenge?
Nah. I think
do you think United need to move on from him, or he needs to move on from United? whichever way you want to word it.
The thing is, yeah, in the FA Cup final when he was crying after, I thought, oh, this is weird. Is he leaving? But I love Rashi, man. He's like Manchester born and bred. Like he's been here through the tough times. I want to see him lift the Premier League at least once, man.
Yeah,
He
100%.
might as well stay. He's on big money, innit? No one's gonna pay them wages.
Yeah. And obviously there's talk of PSG and, him going there, but I don't want him to leave. I just want him, because,
To be fair though, if I was him, I might leave because the fans don't respect him anyways.
but after you see that season last season, yeah, that's why I think it hurts a little bit more is because, there's a player in there
Yeah.
and he can perform. And you think, you know what? If you scored 40 goals and you're going out to a DBE concert, nobody cares.
Yeah,
nobody cares, innit? Like,
It's
nobody
true.
cares if you're banging in the goals. And I feel like, I seen Craig Mitch, he was saying, like Sancho was his boy and maybe that's had some effect on him. Maybe it has, that him leaving.
Possibly, yeah, I saw that as well, actually. Yeah.
But, I think...
Yeah, but in this game, yeah, you're going to have friends and whatnot, but fam, he's getting paid.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He don't help himself. Help himself in it.
Like,
but so we've gone with that. We're just gonna go into finally Ten Hag and the owners.
Hang on. Before we go into the owners and Ten Hag,
yeah.
Who was your young player of the season?
Yeah, you did.
You didn't.
It's a tough one for me because I think I'd love Garnacho. And I think he's been amazing. And, he's been consistent as well. Like last season, he's put up the same numbers that he did last season. Probably a little bit more as well in goals and assists. But
and he scored that goal.
Oh, what a goal.
Yeah, the goal. Obviously, it's that for me would give him enough to be young player of the season for United. Okay. But I think Colby Mainoo just edges it.
He's just too good, man.
He just edges it because he's just class. He's just class, so calm. He plays like he's been playing the game for 20 years. And that takes time to come by. Sometimes you don't get that. And, a lot of players could probably learn from it a little bit more. But Garnacho obviously is a good honourable mention. I think Dalot obviously as well. He's been class.
Very good.
He's had his obviously odd games where he's been a bit poor defensively. But he's improved a lot this season going forward as well. So Dalot, another mention. But I've got to go with Colby Mainoo. Scoring in the FA Cup final to put us 2-0 up against Man City just takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got to go with Colby Mainoo, same as you.
And then obviously your senior player of the season as well. Would it be, as Kofi said,
See, I didn't give an honourable mention to Johnny Evans, but obviously he's not staying. Okay. I've got to give an honourable mention to Johnny Evans, obviously, but I think it's got to be Bruno as well. He puts up numbers every season. He puts up numbers, and obviously, people say, "Oh, he moans and all this." It's part of the game. He's that passionate, and when you see he goes like. Last 2 seasons, his numbers probably haven't been as high as the seasons before. That's because he's been pushed out to the right wing or been pulled around, and he does a job for the team all the time.
Let me ask you man a question. Do you might think Bruno is world class?
You know what? Yeah, I would say. I don't know about world class yet, but I would definitely say he's your best player by like head and shoulders. I'm not gonna lie. Personally speaking, I don't like the whole throwing up your arms, etc. I get he's frustrated sometimes, because he's made a pass or he's made a run, he's not received the ball, and he wants to impact the game and influence the game positively. I'm all for that, but imagine you're playing like professional football and you've got a player that's throwing up their arm. I'd say like like.
It's annoying.
Like,
he's captain though.
But that's even worse.
But you could have a captain like Roy Keane where he runs at you, grips you up, and says, "I'm gonna fuck you up inside the locker room," and but you know what I mean. People have their different ways of expressing it.
He should be setting the tone really, because imagine he's doing that. The younger players are going to think that it's acceptable.
Yeah, I agree.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, obviously he set the tone. He set the tone in that final, 100%. Like he stepped up like fully in that game, and we could see like obviously with the assists and like some of the passes he was doing for Rashford. I think he probably could have done a little bit better in a couple of them.
When he was the best United game ever,
Yeah, it was a good game.
Wow. Yeah, he got some bangers as well, man. Fernandes did this season.
Yeah,
as well. Did you get me?
Good goals.
It's not like I definitely think he was your best player of the season, but from a young player this season, I would agree and say that Kobe Main's been great through the candidate. Honorable mentions to Rasmus Højlund. He's done pretty well as well, and Diego Dallo as well.
Diogo.
Too. So there are those. You know what? The youngsters have stepped up this season. That's what saved you, man, this season.
Yeah.
They're not coming through. And you know what? Yeah, they've had no real leadership as well. Do you get that?
Okay. So we go to the elephant in the room then. Do you think Ten Hag's staying?
I don't think he's staying.
You don't think he's staying?
I feel like by now.
Ineos are going to be like,
I think they got. I think, you know,
that's what got
I think they want to bring their own guy in, bro. Put it this way, yeah.
Who do you think it will be then?
I'm not sure, but I feel like by now they would have put a statement out saying, listen, we're going to back the manager. It's been days since the final. They ain't said nothing, and they know the speculation behind it. You know what I mean? You have to squash that, or don't squash it, bro. If you're not going to squash it, I feel like they're going to bring someone else in. I think maybe the Zerbi. I think they wanted Kieran McKenna first, but he's signed a contract with Ipswich or whatever. Maybe the Zerbi or maybe Poch. I don't know.
You take them.
I don't know. I don't want them. I think the Zerbi, but not Poch.
Yeah,
but I think that they want someone else.
Do you not think that obviously Eric Ten Hag's post-match interview, etc., and then obviously like his words and that, because he was basically saying like, look, like I've come in here to do a job with trophies, and in 2 seasons I won a trophy. We've been in the Champions League. Okay, we're not in the Champions League this season, but like we're in the Europa League now, so you've got to sort of deal with it. And obviously we've had loads of injuries, haven't been able to play a style. Like, do you think it's fair to say that?
It's fair, I hear it, but at the same time, man, it's just excuses after excuses. But what I've seen this season has been devastating. The game against Palace, 1-0. And do you know almost 3-0. Come on, man.
Do you know what annoys me as well, though? Do you know when he comes out and he does those post-match interviews?
Yeah. You have a bad game and he'll be like, oh, we played an amazing game today. We were so good. Like, bro, like, don't lie to us, man.
Yeah.
We'll have eyes. You get me? Like, come on, man. It's like, at least be honest and say, well, shit today, bro. Like, it's calm. We respect that more. You get me?
So you think he's gone, yeah?
I think he's gone personally, man. Surely that they would have said something by now.
Who would you rather have out then out of the two?
I'll have the Zerbi, man. That guy plays some good football, man.
Who do you think he'd be able to do that at United?
Why not?
Big club, innit?
It's a big club, but bro, if you're a good coach, you're a good coach, man.
So was Ten Hag when he came in 2 seasons ago.
Well, was he though?
Was a good coach.
When the Eredivisie?
With Ajax. And, they beat Real Madrid in the semi-final.
Yeah, that was a good season, but he had amazing players. Think about it. Frankie de Jong, Van de Beek, all these guys, bro.
Yeah, but Donny Van de Beek. Let's not even talk about my
that season, though.
Oh, my God.
Even the lick to the back, bro. He had a good team, man.
Forgot about him. I forgot he was even here.
Yeah, he's still here.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Is Russell?
Yeah, he's on loan. He's coming back, though. It's crazy.
Okay. So you think Ten Hag's gone? I hope he isn't.
Yeah.
I hope he gets another season.
I hope he gets another season.
You win the FA Cup. Obviously, we've got Europe as well now. And I do look at Europa League as 2 chances at champs, considering how bad we've been this season.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't even want that. I wanted to win this, but I didn't want to go into Europa League.
Yeah, same.
So I hope he gets another season. I think, winning a trophy does deserve that. He's won 2. But yeah,
looking at Europa, you can see more young players come play, like Ethan Wheatley. All these young players can come get a few games. Yeah. So that's not bad.
I don't think though that Deserbi or Poch or anybody else would want to step into United at this moment.
Oh yeah,
I feel like it's a job you can't really refuse sometimes, man. Look at that stadium, Old Trafford. It's the heritage, man. How can you say no to it, bro?
Nah, I hear that. Like, I'm not saying that obviously United isn't a big club. Of course it isn't. But do you think that, given like the recent struggles of United, that it makes it an attractive job to want to step into?
Oh yeah, everybody would want to manage Man United. Who wouldn't?
I feel like they'll be a bit skeptical, but at the same time, it's like this can give you so much clout. Like even if you get sacked at United, you can get another big club after. Like Ten Hag is linked with Bayern and all these guys. Obviously, Bayern got company, but he was linked with Bayern before. Like if Ten Hag leads United now, get a big team. So it's like you can come United and fail, but it's like
there's not really any managers out there at the moment as well. Really,
yeah.
That's the other thing I was just about to touch on too as well. Like really and true. Like obviously, we've just had Klopp leaving, and now we've appointed Arne Slot. And really and truly, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm some honest Slot expert and I know exactly how he's going to play, etc. Of course,
Ten Hag ball, man. That's how he's going to play. Yeah, and Ten Hag beat him every single time.
It's not even like that, man. And
You know, you get what I mean though. There, like it's they've hired a manager from the same league, and he's done the same sort of job.
I hope he flops.
And do you know what I mean though?
I hope.
It doesn't make sense.
I'll be so happy if he flop. I don't think he'll flop though.
Yeah, but my point is that obviously like.
Yeah, it's because Klopp's leaving them in a better position than what Fergie left us in.
Yeah, literally.
He rebuilt the team a little bit, innit?
As in, bro, if you actually look at our squad when Klopp,
Nobody cares.
no,
Klopp's done well.
And like obviously where our squad is now for Onslaught to come in, I don't think that it's going to be as bad of a transition.
100.
But I think for you lot, bro, like
But that's why I'm saying we should stick with Ten Hag, because he knows what players are crap and he knows who he needs to get rid of. Get rid of them. And obviously, I'm not saying that every single person, like the Ronaldo, I didn't really agree with that. I'm not saying every single person that he wants to get rid of is the right thing. Even Sancho, I'd say. But do you know what? If the manager says you're not good enough, get rid of him, kick him out the door. Obviously, we've got players there since Jose. You know what I mean? You got to get rid of 4 or 5 players, get rid of them. And then, you can start to build a team again. Because when you've got too many players that are bad eggs or are not playing and not up to the level, then, it ruins the dressing room sometimes because, you think, oh, we should carry on playing. I should be playing. He shouldn't be playing. Why is like the Sancho Anthony situation? Obviously, they don't like each other because obviously Anthony hasn't been great. So Sancho's like, why can't I play? Get rid of a few more players, then they would get some more chances. So I think Ten Hag's definitely going to stay from that point of view, because you look at it, another manager comes in, he's gonna assess the whole team, and then they get another chance.
It's just long.
You know what I mean? They all get another chance. Martial might get a contract extension. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit like that, so it's going to be.
He's the biggest going, man. That guy, bro, I remember when you man signed him, you man was talking so much.
Had to, man. Remember his first goal against you, man? His first goal against you, man, bro. I was gassed.
I remember it, and I was like, yo, like, these are.
Golden boy, bro. Don't you never forget that.
Bro, it's more like a fucking bronze penny, bro. Man's a bronze penny, bro. Yeah, like them ones where you get breathalyzed and that. Yeah, you have to quick time pop it in just to get off the man. That. But you know what I was gonna say? Yeah, we forgot to sort of give his flowers to him this season. You know what? I actually rate Scott McTominay this season. He's come off the bench numerous times this season for you, man. Numerous times.
He knows the club. He knows
goals as well. Do you get me? Like he definitely deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
Like you man have been saying all season, he needs to go. He's not good enough, etc. He's been like Marwan Fellaini. This season.
He's been good. I like Scott. He's a good kid. He's a United born and bred, But at the same time, we still need to get rid of him, though. Let's not get twisted. Thank you for all the goals. Brentford, I was there for that game. Brilliant goal. Last 2 goals.
Well, you'd get rid as well.
Have to, man.
Not even a squad player.
On the ball, he's just so limited, bro. Like, FA Cup final, he'll be in the right place at the right time. When he gets the ball, it's like he can't do the passes that we need him to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's just,
and like if he could pass like Ericsson, he'd be a machine.
Oh, imagine.
But
imagine.
Ericsson at his peak versus McTominay right now is.
Yeah, I know, but he still bagged a few goals as well, though, isn't he?
I like McTominay.
But so obviously we've gone through the season. We've won the FA Cup. What do you think's next for the owners?
We need to get some signings, bro.
Okay, so give me 5 things that you need to address if you were the owners right now.
We need 2 centre backs.
Yeah,
because Varane's gone.
So we'll count that as 1 centre back.
Centre backs. We need a young DM, someone like Amrabat, but younger and better.
Okay.
We need a
Would you keep Amrabat?
Nah, probably not.
Okay.
I like him.
Loan signing for you, man, isn't it?
Yeah. But we can sign him for 17 mil, but I don't think I would.
I would do it for 17 mil. I would. He's just an engine, isn't he? He just runs about like a James Milner.
I don't know.
Milner, 35 goals, is a better player than Amrabat.
No, I'm joking.
And that's saying something.
But yeah, so
Milner's an OG.
The centre backs, a DM,
striker, a right winger to start, and a left back.
Okay.
So I want to try and Jared Braithwaite from Everton and Fadibo.
Oh, yeah.
And who, sorry?
Todibo from Nice.
Nice. I think we'll get that done as well, you know.
Yeah, easy. It's easy to do, man.
Yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
it quickly. Let's not waste time, man. Right wing, I'll take Elise, maybe come in and help Ahmad. You know, sell
Yeah.
Sancho, get some money for that.
Yeah.
Striker, take like a Sesko. Well, I want Ivan Toney, but I don't think it'll happen. But Ivan Toney, perfect. You don't want someone too young.
Yeah,
Don't want someone too old because Holland can still develop, but someone can come in and do a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Left back,
100%.
I don't know who's available to me. I'm looking at someone from Bournemouth. I don't know his name. Forgot his name.
Left back.
There's not many great left backs.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. The one that when he played against us.
Yeah. He was decent against
Yeah,
us.
he's good.
Yeah.
Kirkes. He's Kirkes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And DM, I'm not too sure, but we're looking at some guy called Archie Gray from Leeds, apparently.
I take an honour, you know.
Archie Gray's good.
Everton player.
Oh, yeah, he's not really a DM though, is he?
Nah, he's good. I think he'll play there.
I'll take him.
CDM.
I'll take him. If it's cheap, I'll take him.
He ain't gonna be
Deal for both.
You don't think so?
Nah,
Deal-
it's not going to be cheap, bro.
How much do you think?
Hey, do you know how much? Like supposedly they're slapping on him, bro. Like I'm talking ends, bro.
Like 70 plus?
Like 70.
Nah,
plus, bro.
fuck that.
They're
Go
looking-
fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck my language.
Because they're looking at it like, yo, Moises Caicedo had like one good season and went for like bread. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, so obviously that's how they're looking at it. Do you get what I mean? And obviously,
Tony Moyes was still there, innit? We'll get some.
and not just that as well. Like obviously, I just think the whole market in general is stupidly inflated. Like,
Yeah.
and like when you man's bought Anthony for 85 mil, he's not an 85 mil. pound player,
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So I can imagine, and like even like Jared Brathwaite, like I don't think that you guys would be able to get him on a cheap either.
Yeah, he's going to be 70 mil plus, 100%.
Especially like, yeah, man, I definitely agree in terms of like you guys definitely need a left back. You need a left back, 100%. Sure, just being out for that long is not good enough, innit? Especially when you look at what success is built on. Success is built on consistency, and you need consistency in the defense to go and allow the attacking players to go and do what they want.
I think Rashford's missed that link up with Shaw as well this season.
Yeah,
100%.
I agree.
Big time.
But I think a left back, you guys definitely need a left back. Obviously, with Varane, you know, his contract finishing and whatnot, and not getting a contract.
Shout out to him as well, by the way. Hope you have a good future,
Yeah.
and we'll see you
Thank you for
soon.
your services, mate. It's been nice. Yeah, but fix all your injuries though, man.
And then obviously with Evans going as well, do you get me? Yeah, man, you guys definitely need a centre back as well. If Casemiro goes this season as well, as in like, well, this transfer window, then obviously you guys need a DM as well.
Yeah.
Do you think that Sancho could possibly be taken back on by
No.
Ten Hag? Or do you think
No.
it's like bridge burn?
That's done, that is.
I think it's possible.
I think that's done, I do.
If he comes in and just apologizes, who
Yeah,
wants to say
like,
sorry?
Do you,
So, I mean-
do you think that he should be apologising? Or do you think it needs to be a bit of a mutual?
It has to be mutual, but Ten Hag, he's like a school teacher. You know, the ones there, like, you know, when your teachers do you wrong, but they know that they have pride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when the teacher's like, yo, you've been fucking around, get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Okay, so
You're like,
You go.
you're like, right,
But like, what I do though, Miss, what I do though?
you're like, say no more.
That's exactly what it is, bro. It's mad, but
but yeah, so then obviously, you know, we got a couple things to address. The new owners coming in, they look like they've come in and they look like they're doing some stuff behind the scenes. I hope Ten Hag will stay, personally, just because I think, you know, I don't want to give these players another chance.
yeah.
And yeah, that was our end of season review, guys. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Thanks, Kofi, for joining us today.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
And we'll catch you on the next one. See you later, guys.